Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is happening. This is not good for anybody. Businesses, comic book stores, manga stores, and artists in general. It, as you might have been aware, earlier last night the news broke that Dragon Ball Z was pulled from a store called Kaboom Comics, book comic store. Thankfully, the owner did not get arrested. The owner is not charged. This was his own decision. But it just sucks. So let's get into this article for a little bit more context. Okay, this is brought to you by Screen Rant. I know Screen Rant's been a little dicey, but I don't think they're going to be dicey on this one. So let's get into it, shall we? New Texas law is forcing Dragon Ball off store shelves. Texas's latest wave of legislation is making waves in unexpected places, including comic book stores and the Dragon Ball manga. A recent enhanced incited law, Senate Bill 20, or SB20, is intended to combat obscene imagery, including material generated by artificial intelligence. However, its broad language has left retailers worried about how beloved works of popular culture might suddenly fall under scrutiny. That concern became a reality for one comic shop in Westglow, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, Texas, where manager Andrew of Kaboom Comics recently pulled volumes of Dragon Ball Z from shelves, according to Valley Central. Though the depictions in question are rare and framed for humor, he chose to act cautiously rather than risk violating the new law. The move shows how vague legal standards can impact creative works never meant to cross the line. SB20 passed with overwhelming support in the Texas legislature earlier this year. Its aim was to crack down on obscene content involving children, particularly images creating using new technologies like AI. Lawmakers argued that keeping ahead of rapid technological changes require updating existing obscenity laws to cover not just real photographs, but also illustrations, cartoons, and computer-generated material. But clearly, this is an overreach, guys. This is clearly a government overreach for them to ban something they don't like that much, and this is a violation of freedom of expression. And as somebody who draws constantly, like every day, this is personal to me, because even though this is just in Texas, thank God, who's to say that other states won't try to get inspiration or get any ideas from this particular bill and say, maybe we need to pass something similar? Or the absolute worst case scenario, Congress in general up in DC will be like, you know what? We need to take Texas's example and pass a bill that's similar. And it will be created in Congress, go through Congress, get support from both Democrats and Republicans, and pass, and then all they need to get is the signature from the president. And honestly, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And guys, I have a very funny and strange feeling that this is gonna be the new prohibition. Who would have thought that after almost 100 years, this law would repeat itself? I'm done ranting for the day, and I'm gonna leave it at that. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. This is the only way articles like this and issues like this are going to be pushed into the YouTube algorithm, and I would greatly appreciate it if you guys did that. Please try to have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.